What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go
of a sort of, because often the rock with him was but it seems
10 seconds remaining.
LFY's
turn to ban.
3 going over. It's a shame. Like shark eat shark world out there, but shark eat wasp world out there, but
what?
I was making a reference
to Vega Squadron and
that discussion, that stupid ass discussion we were having about mascots, but
I still think that the
all right. Well, right now it's 73-27, Jake. So you did bump it up like, it's climbed 1%.
It's climbed 1%.
Come with me.
Oh, 100%.
Come with.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
Come with me.
You need to risk something with them, though.
I will quit this program. I will never cast again.
Yeah?
Newbie wins this.
5 seconds remaining.
Right.
You got
I'll make the
31
same
already.
bet on the other end.
Yo, quit casting if Newbie loses.
With you.
No, if
Oh,
Newbie
on
wins.
this.
Wise,
boy.
turn to ban.
That's too big of a loss for the Dota community to handle. Can't allow that bet.
We have a war room ready for you, by the way. Draft has just begun. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Next bands. These are consistently the same bands.
10
Nice. We're gonna
seconds
avoid
remaining.
AA altogether, guys. I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
game.
broken.
We've got her somewhere.
We've still got it,
We've
though.
Five
Get it out.
him
seconds
somewhere.
remaining.
Him somewhere.
Oh,
The table looks fine as well on the camera as well. So.
This A is a
We're
guy.
good.
He emphasized on the camera because it actually has loads of bumps now, but you can't see it.
Can't see on that shot.
There's no.
That was
on this
impressive,
shot either.
though. What Owen was able to accomplish there.
I'm
Put
pretty.
some height on it. I was a little disappointed we couldn't go on higher.
Did we lose next?
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, I couldn't see what was beneath.
Yeah, yeah.
It just something was.
It was crooked.
It was crooked.
Hopefully, your effort is matched by Newbie.
Newbie,
Oh, and I can find one. I think
turn to
is it in the pot?
What are we looking for?
Nyx.
They, did you put them back or did those?
I put some by.
Oh,
No, Stalker's.
Yeah, dodge that
We're
bullet.
alright.
dodged
We're
that
alright.
bullet.
Okay.
No age separation yet. We got this.
1 out of 10, boys.
Night Stalker.
I don't know. Have we lost them?
I don't know. I think I put it in the wrong place, maybe, or it fell backwards.
10
Oh,
seconds
something
remaining.
right.
No,
No. Well, I'll find it eventually.
Daddy,
5
don't drop.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, dude, it's gone.
Anyway,
What the hell is it?
night.
I see one plate that's on the floor.
You
from,
did?
From here, I think
Where?
so. Either it's that or it's like a little square, like under the
LFY's turn
thing.
to pick.
Or is that not something?
No, that's
Kanka
Oh, yeah,
again,
Kanka.
that's a bit weird.
dude. Kanka, not working for teams. Keep
Oh,
picking.
but the next section here, I found it.
No, I can't find where it
It's
is.
here.
What? Oh, I did.
You've already put it there.
I found it.
10
Right,
seconds
that's
Good morning.
Yeah. Which one was I looking for then?
5 seconds.
The lid.
What's going on anymore?
we've got the lich, we've got the shaker. And we haven't got the shaker.
You got the
We haven't got
Benno?
we haven't got the shaker.
You've got
We've got the banner. Do we need
that,
the banner?
that's an
Yeah, Venom
that's
was
an
a
Owen-
band.
That's an Owens department.
Benno was banned.
Oh.
Is it? That's the second ban for all fire, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, where's the Nyx? And I put it. That was the
That's right
first one I grabbed.
Can we talk about Kanka? We keep seeing this hero get picked up, and it ain't looking too great. You know, hasn't he lost all day today?
Didn't he just win?
No, because he was.
lost? Yeah, so-
normally
yeah.
it's Lanham Kunka.
Mm.
It's Fiji game. And yeah, it's not been doing great. But this time it's LFY Kunka, so I think this is the first time they actually pick Kunka.
Mhm.
So we're gonna find out if they're a little bit more lucky with it. The VG game was. I mean, they have to try something different than this morning, right? LFY does, because what they did this morning didn't work out.
Newbee's turn to pick.
The back.
Right.
Wow, solid pick, isn't it, really? Still there, just take the back.
They had a bat this morning as well, didn't work out then.
Yeah, wait.
That's what was we get. They picked a lifesteal against it, right?
Yeah.
Lifesteal again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I think they're gonna ban Lifestealer.
Yeah.
They're fourth, definitely.
5
Probably ban out the
seconds
Lifestealer and the
remaining.
Jug in the third, fourth from LFY.
Would it ever not be good to pick the life stealer in like second right now, or what's the downside of that?
That's
Or that.
another one.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
similar lines. Yeah, they do pick that hero that they want to lane against it. Weaver.
Isn't Kunka pretty good against Weaves?
Yes. Very good versus Weaver. Breaking Lincolns from a distance. And of course, even if he gets Chiguchi,
10
you're
seconds
axed.
Newbee's turn to ban.
I had to play against that recently. And it was surprisingly a lot more annoying.
Until you get like your like BKB, and the thing is, once you get like BKB Diffusal, then that's where Kunka's
It's
pretty
just Garbo.
garbage, yeah.
You get Puck.
10 seconds
ban.
remaining.
Fuck, man.
No AA.
No
I think we
AA.
might have avoided it, guys.
What?
Maybe they were aware.
Maybe they were
seconds
watching,
remaining.
you know?
So now-
KP
They got
does
us.
watch streams.
Now LFY does not have to worry about banning the, well, say worry, but they don't have to ban the Lifestealer and the Jug because they already see the Weaver, so they can worry about other stuff. The Puck caused them massive problems. LFY is such an aggressive team, so like the responses, it feels like from when Newbee has that Puck, the TP Dream Coil, whenever he has 6
LFY's
early on
turn
is
to ban.
a big problem for their diving factor. Death Prophet ban.
Yup.
Newbee's turn to ban.
Oracle ban. Is that,
Oh, it's interesting
there's an Oracle, right?
because Oracle, the only time we've seen it so far is actually on LFY themselves.
Yeah. Respect. Super good versus. It's like the best here in the game versus Kaka. Like the Fate's Edict is like the best thing in the game versus Kaka. You actually do nothing the whole game. I saw that. I think Secret picked it one game. They had Kaka and the other team.
Oh, there's the air ban.
Or they picked Kaka into Oracle and actually was very upset. So it was like worst matchup possible.
And there's the Necrophos with the AO banned. They have to pick it up rather than letting it go through and perhaps having Newbee pick it up. And still popping in the game as well.
Yep. The Necro here for now.
Is that something that why should be worried about
remaining.
for Newbee? On their side?
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know if that's. I mean, well, Bat, Kunk, and Necro are kind of good against that. They don't care if your target gets decrepified and is trying to run away.
I feel like KP usually plays more a team fighter, and I don't see SCCC playing it. Well, not picking a Pugna here at least. They save his pick for like last. So.
Okay. So what do we need? Instead of Newbee, they got no lockdown.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind the KP Tide be decent again.
Why not?
Tide's good here.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough against Necro.
It's pretty rough.
Oh, okay.
Because you just die, but it's not horrible.
It's the counter initiator versus Bat. They did that in the past.
What about Doom's an option?
I mean, teams love picking up the silencer there against like any Bat lineup, and silencer is still there and gets banned when teams are picking up the Bat. It's still in the pool.
You know, here this.
What's wrong with you now? You can say people, you don't take them bill.
Then normally you're saving them one slot.
LFY's turn to
We're not gonna. So that's is that going to be what that's going to be a KP finish, right? Or is it going to be a support finish?
Funny,
It's Newbee, right?
10 seconds remaining.
That would be a fair thing, okay?
name is
5
KP
seconds
Phoenix.
remaining.
It used to be KP Phoenix.
K Phoenix.
It was actually KP Phoenix.
No, I was a KP, and then it was like It was like Phoenix, but without the X and 2 I's.
This is
It still said as Phoenix. Still
like-
pronounced it like that.
K Phoenix or whatever. I don't know.
Fina, what's Fina?
I guess it's
Phoenix?
still possible that we
Multiple
see it
Phoenix.
put in a
Multiple
different role because this was a pick that people were doing a lot versus the Bat Rider at one point because you can just swoop in and you counter shit with the egg. Also quite good versus Necro. You pop your close crowd, you can take on from all that man.
Silencer! I whispered it right before.
Yeah.
The greatest counter to Phoenix there ever was.
It's great with the bat.
Yep, the combo.
They didn't get a pick up. Nothing that Newbee can do. Well, it's obviously certain items in the game.
It's great against Phoenix. Yep.
I do think Phoenix
10
has one of the
seconds
best
remaining.
war room plates, by the way.
That's pretty. It's nice little pick.
Because it's like nice
It is
and light,
pretty
the
Remaining.
color scheme stuff.
Now I just need somebody like a troll warlord. And then this
Kill the
game
eggs.
This game is over.
I think the silence is enough. I mean, it's just gonna be so hard. Phoenix to do much in the team fights.
They can still go for the lifestealer themselves. Is that a good care?
For
It's
LFY.
kind of rough against.
Yeah.
I guess they have got a lot done. Maybe swing it out a bit firm for the Weaver.
Hey,
Point!
Hey, there's the tide.
Alright, that's Phoenix pick.
Initiate.
Yeah.
Certainly makes more sense now. I mean, Tyler lands a Ravage while Egg's going off, then you got your team wipe no matter what. But
Yeah.
Silencer can kind of put a bit of a hole in that plan.
True. I mean, tide works
10
both ways against the
seconds
silence,
remaining.
doesn't it? It's quite a nice pick against it because with the passive, you are going to get the
5
chance to Ravage
seconds
almost certainly
remaining.
in the fight. So
Sure.
it's handy to have that sort of team fight ult that doesn't really, you know, get a little bit at the silence, but has ways that you can work around it.
So either yesterday or the day before, we had a discussion saying big team fight ultimates, doesn't work as well anymore. But right now, this Newbee lineup is like big team fight
I
ultimates.
mean, I think the difference is
Turn
it's
to
with the Chinese teams. I think when we look at the European teams, it's very different. And you know, as like we were saying, like in China, just heroes like the Death Prophet have a really high win rate because there's just something different about the way that they play the game. You can tell it when casting. It's very different. It's more methodical. It's much more calculated.
10
You're seeing much more of this
remaining.
getting the advantage and being very, very particular with the timings that the teams actually
5
want to fight,
seconds
and
remaining.
much less scrappy than sort of the European Dota that we're seeing. So, yeah, just this sort of environment is much better and suitable for these long cooldown team fight ults.
Okay.
Let's catch.
Newbee lacks some catch.
Real this on their team at all there.
Newbee's turn to pick.
Something. But they could fix it. Pick.
Let's
here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yours could be okay, but
LFY.
Viper could be.
Timber spirit.
They go them.
They still pick it anyway.
They still picked it anyway.
It's not too bad, is it? If you get yours early on.
It's really hard.
It's a really rough lane matchup with Necro as well.
Yeah.
Go AM.
Choose your hero.
Oh, we've not seen that one.
We
I
have
like
not.
that.
Hell yeah.
Shadow Fiend. Look at to swag it into the LAN finals with that. That's a skill. That's it. Can do it.
Alright, thanks guys.
Wow.
So, we mentioned that it's going to be tough for Newbee to execute their lineup. We have seen the Shadow Swagger Fiend picked up as well. Blitz, are you convinced that maybe LFY is going to change their fate? Or are you sticking with Newbee?
I think LFI might win this.
Alright, what do you guys?
Could we do the score thing, by the way?
Which score thing?
The Twitch chat?
Oh, we'll see that then.
Come with me to the LFY Dream Train. Let's go.
Yep.
LFY.
I said LFI.
Too bad. Don't.
Yeah,
It's all good.
it is.
Stick with it.
I think LFY might have a shot here. So with that, let's take a look at the Twitch. The votes is who ended up being the favorite. 34. You got some on your side. Not so bad. Oh, Jody put so far for game one of the grand final.
Thank you very much. Already from this chart, it's going to be an exciting some new heroes. The Super Shadow Fiend. We've talked about heroes that we associate with Super. Thinking back, is Super Shadow Fiend, is that when you feel comfortable seeing him on, or?
He used to play it.
Yeah?
Back quite a while ago, though. I don't feel like I've seen him play so much, maybe in like the last couple of weeks or so in the DPS. But past, he used to play these type of heroes more. And also, we have a throwback too. It's Kaka playing the Phoenix. Just one of his big signature heroes for a long time, and Faith is playing the Night Stalker. So a bit of a switch up. You know, Faith maybe not as comfortable on the Phoenix. Kaka's a specialist on this one. He used to play it all the time. Saw it back all the way in Manila Major, I think is when he was playing it and stuff like that a lot. Let's see what they're going to be able to accomplish with this. Very tough lane matchup for Inflame, as we mentioned over and over, is this Weaver. They are going to be able to leave him alone a bit, and even the Phoenix is quite obnoxious versus that in the lane and in later on stages of the game.
Sure, I mean, the thing is though, of course, that lane Inflame, he doesn't mind dying in it.
To battle.
Yeah, this is a game where he very well may die in it. We've seen countless times he loses his own life 3+ times in the laning stage and go on to win the games, at least over these couple of days here in the Chinese qualifiers.
Yeah, that being said, you know, the lane is tough, of course, as we always mention like that. I do like what he's got the BKB Shadow Fiend for. I think that's what they're going for. If they talk about the Phoenix, these like heavy middles for Magic Division teams.
The battle begins.
Physical damage on their team already. You don't consider that. They also have a force, you know, that and then both run. Until top gets great, you just in the fight and hit to make sure, you know, the cracks doesn't go off.
Yeah. You and Kaka roam around. In fact, ooh, I like that. He goes for the fog so they don't even see that he's casting it.
That was cute.
That was very nice. I mean, he's giving a Kaka a right bit of a wallop there, bringing him down low. Faith will come across. Who's able to chase anymore. And we'll see how this mid lane matchup goes. I'm seeing Super already bammed 2 CS. Looks like he's a good start. He's a little CS early on, making all the difference. CCC with the Flame Guard, trying to push the lane in. Super looking to be okay with that first wave. Faith, it's pretty deep hit. He's a little annoyed that Ahfu gave his friend Kaka on the bird a bit of a go, so he's trying to beat him all the way back. So he's making that forward.
Monet actually still did post away level 1. I thought he'd get Heartstopper just to like right click the Tidehunter. But wanting to get the sustain is fine anyway. He gets it so early on the hard too, and now. And they're gonna just pull, and I think that actually, let's say that Newbee had blocked the hard camp from the safe lane, and it was dewarded by DDC. So there's that secondary pull open in that bottom lane, and they're still duking it out. These two, they're just looking at
never-ending fight on the top lane as well. It's interesting to see the confidence of the Weaver. Like I think he let himself literally get like 10 stacks on him, and then as soon as the bat rider came from him, he started to back off, and it's a hell of a lot of mana for this bat. Just going to show how easy this lane can be for the Weaver, and how hard it is for the bat to really do anything. And he does get that amount of stacks to go for.
Pretty important though that Inflame did in there, so replicable through. And jungle 1, 2. That's why you see perfectly fine with this. And right now, the Night Stalker, we know exactly where Night Stalker is. I'm not getting levels, but it's okay at this point. Super mid lane. Just fine. Actually misses CS there by accident. Canceling his own auto attack. Yeah, take a look at that. 72% win rate on Super. He's played it an immense amount of times.
Oh, wow. And it's a lot of games. Okay, yeah, 62.
And this is a pretty favorable matchup as well for the Shadow Fiend, because you can't really, the Flame Guard gets burned off because the razes do so much damage. And it's also a very low armor here of the Ember Spirit, so eating those physical damage right there, they start to add up.
I'm trying to do the math, but lane. I think as well, if Simple wins this game, according to those win rates, he will have the highest win rate in the world.
Is that what it says? Yeah.
Because RTZ was at the top, but it was like, I believe it was only at 1%, and obviously they both had less than 100 games. One game. No, yeah, one game will be worth more than 1%, so he would be the best in the world if he wins this game. I'm going to be totally wrong. I'm sure Josh will point it out to me if I am.
Go for me.
But nonetheless, yeah, very impressive win rate on Super at the moment.
KP has to go to jungle versus Necro now at this point. You get your Iron Crown as fast as possible on Tidehunter, because that lane is a silencer with the glaives that pure damage really adds up through that Kraken, blocking the damage, and Heartstopper over controls. Yeah, more than enough to zone your way. First raid, second raid with the Torrent comes out, put a good amount of harassment onto Sccc. But first night will be kicking it, so we'll see what Fate can do with it.
Yeah, that's the big point of the game for Newbee, to start getting the action rolling. CS across, but very even, and all sort of top lane actually super can't actually get the tree line. You see coming in with the TP as well, making sure that the Stalker doesn't take any more.
Forced to go back. Of the Shadow Fiend. Bottle, Masterful Sea gets a rune. Inflame is doing
It's a lot of space, isn't it? Yeah, because of this Night Stalker being drawn towards mid. Sure, he's not killing Moogy. He's, I mean, maybe hindering the farm a little bit, but it's, yeah, as you say, just the fact that he's getting so much himself. 25 CS on this bat, just 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, he's cruising. I like the new thing that people are doing on the Shadow Fiend too. It's where you get your Ring of Aquila ASAP, and you get boots, and then you get your Ring of Aquila right afterwards.
Oh, there we go. There's the stat. Thanks for that, Nox. So if he wins this, he will still be behind RTZ slightly, but certainly be closing that gap on RTZ's win rate. RTZ's win rate.
Faith gets spot up by Ahfu here. DDC is well coming in. They've got the Torrent. Do they have enough damage follow up though? With the curse, Faith is still very fast. It's gonna be tough to be able to actually catch him out here. Still some right clicks adding up. He's able to fly over. We do have the rotation maybe from Monet. They are pinging it out, but no, he was a bit slow. Let's see. No, he's not able to get him. With the curse and the Heartstopper aura, is it enough?
Speedy. Nah, no, he's gonna be fine. He's actually gonna kill himself.
Oh my goodness.
Could have been close though if the damage wasn't enough and the curse did it. But top lane, meanwhile, that's where we're gonna see the first blood. Kaka able to punish and push Inflame out of the jungle this time.
Sunray deeps. Yes, Inflame got a little bit overconfident pulling the creep waves, but look at his items. Windlace, Range Wrap, Tranquil Boots finished up. Actually level 6.
Levels.
He's really crushing it right now. And you know, when you're playing versus Weaver, it's one of the hardest kind of matchups.
Yeah.
Kaka might be in some trouble here. Yeah, there's a last time.
You can just walk in and crack the big old bird. Come here with me.
Might pay with his life. Nope, fine. He's actually fine.
Inflame. Just out playing the two of them there. What's it from
lag.
Kaka.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's who they just killed. that's a bit BM, really. Come on, lads. Good clean.
Call it, man.
Okay. From SCCC. Ah, right. So, they get the kill. Levels. Yeah, that's the thing. Is overall levels.
Owning.
Slight. I mean, I don't know if you can see the overall XP. I don't know if that's actually going to make much difference at all. But you see the 3 cores all at 6. It's tiny, but. I mean, it's the little things like that as we saw, you know, the fact that Inflame got his lasso literally just there means that he can get that kill.
It's very important. Like the Weaver is supposed to make the bats miserable in the laning phase.
And that really hasn't happened.
Has not happened whatsoever. While on the opposite side, the Tidehunter's life is miserable. But at least, you know, it's tied. He got his levels because of that Iron Talon. And it seems that they said, oh, capital letter from another
thing. He's got a big caps lock on SCCC. There'll be a
bounty.
Potentially a very angry shouting advantage. Six minutes in.
Okay, he fills up his bottle.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You think, is it a little bit worrying that the top lane is that much of the shifting to not really slow, isn't? When you look to try and get kills and it can die. Yeah, but you
to go down, yeah, you know that's the next one can get it. Look, Phoenix is more of like a counter. You don't want like Phoenix no, they die. Yeah, then you can get around like unround. You want to get his levels. You don't want to be playing around that mid lane. Phoenix is very important to emphasize 6 as fast as possible and as many levels as you can in the Sunray because of how the damage scales.
More creep and then he'll have complete difficult. So see good levels, level 7 on the Necros, making it very hard for everyone to turn it something and look to find some experience.
And he's rushing that bell. He'll have any moment now, and it's actually fair now when he picks it up from the side shop and the courier delivers. And look at the line of why that is so much magic damage coming out. Bat Rider, even Shadow Fiend early is an immense amount of magic.
Are scanning.
Smoke up Newbee, moving SCC around. Pretty much just a 6 is there to do something aggressive with that remnant jump potential. DDC looks to be the target on his own. It seems aware that something's going on. It's already hiding in trees. Coming up here. Spot him out. Will get a kick for their rotation. Put some pressure on this tier 1 tower as well, but meanwhile, the mid lane's been left alone, so Shadow and Super starts pitching in. Inflame cutting the creep wave, forcing back KP. So we'll see if they do get sort of a trade or at least a damage out in the top. Arguably, mid lane definitely more important. Not losing that mid tier 1 very early on. KP to the deny, but he can't quite get the timing.
It's going to be a big Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They might even hold on to this. They are keeping the Kung Fu over.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Anything
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, but already you could do back on.
Need to give Ahfu and DC's too, but because pretty massive. They have stacks coming out, so it looks like they're gonna flip the support really needed. So Inflame's at least give it to just the silencer. Okay, they're prioritizing the 6 actually on DVC for the combo with the lasso. Will found his elsewhere. He's already got level 4 for the catch.
Let's see how Super builds this game on top of the treads. I mean, do you start up with the Dragon Lance, or could this be a game where an early Shadow Blade pays off pretty nicely?
I'm not too certain yet, because he really wants a BKB in this game. Obviously, you don't want to get it first.
No.
I think he'll just wait it out. I've seen Super do the Shadow Blade majority of the times, but Dragon Lance could. Yeah, Dragon Lance, see the argument for it, to just fight early around the Necro and go for those tower stages.
Lane Moogy getting a lot of
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's going to be working on the first time.
Radiant structures are
wings,
fortified.
collecting XP on that one that's getting bit.
Radiant structures are fortified.
watch once if it is run some camp with the channel they have birds up.
Yeah. So,
Radiant's middle tower is under
and they're
attack.
needing majority of their heroes in to secure this tower.
yeah, Inflame, they're ready for the jumps. You can zip in and spout the lasso. I'm coming too close.
Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower.
Newbee is interested in doing that at all. Back, the one tower is claimed by LFY. Why? They're out. Looking for a fight here, Kaka, warding them off with the stun rate.
So one of the other builds that Miracle and other people were doing when they were playing Shadowfiend last season, I believe it was the Mask of Madness, and I think that might be what people are also looking to do.
Oh, Mask of Madness, yes, sir.
Yeah, because just exacerbate your farming, you just farm up so much quicker. And then you can actually just stand toe-to-toe if like, they go on you. You have all this backup from your team with a Kunkka boat on top. Just stand there and auto-attacking.
Sure, I mean, I thought for a hero at 11 minutes with those souls built up, you do have an insane amount of right click. So just capitalizing on that and accentuating that.
It's only the Weaver
even more.
who does this damage on Newbee, so that minus armor is hurt him too massively other than versus that. That could be nice too. Can we go for that?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Kaka 57 games with 64.3. This one will put him over Fly's Phoenix win rate.
That, yeah, definitely.
Win.
And yeah, no surprise. The top of the lifetime games. Yeah.
And with 6 days. Mid lane.
No escape. That amount of hold, you just have this full series change some rate so much.
Radiant's bottom tower
Very
is
easy
under
to
attack.
a large amount of time. And if you really put down the pit water tower.
They look KP bottom for quite a long time now too. Level 10 on the partner, getting closer and closer to that hood.
This is a game where there's
Radiant's
outside of the
bottom
Shadowfiend
tower is under attack.
charging magical again, so
Dire's
that
top
was going to pay.
tower is under attack.
One faith, but then there.
They could be the stuff of the massive resonance spam gun. So no walking out. Little bit too aggressive they're coming across. They don't have any vision over that bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There wasn't really anyone else showing on the maps. Always a risky play. And Flame will be punished for it. Moogy getting a lot of space as well on this top lane. He's closing in on completing his diffusal blade.
They don't have great heroes to kill the Weaver early on. Once Kaka gets more levels, they can try to set up for some ganks, but very tough at the moment. Ahfu now, level 5 though. That level 3x, it does make it a lot easier, but he's still, still a very hard hero to kill on the Weaver. You have to pretty much do it almost perfectly or expend a global.
Dire
Bottom
are
tower.
scanning.
Easy pickings.
Little scan and sweep behind. Sniffing them almost hanging around, soaking up the XP. Okay.
Radiant's bottom
Really nice
tower
that
has
Alpha got that
fallen.
early mid tower. Now they can do these type of invasive plays.
Yeah, indeed. The dream catch is that Weaver, but as she says, so hard to do. They do have global.
Dire's
Global
top tower
and
is under
popping
attack.
the drums, closing the gap with the lasso. It is possible, but it's still, if Moogy's just anywhere close to being quick on the Sccc or time lapse. It just makes that whole gank very, very hard to pull
Dire's
off.
top
And
tower is under
you can
attack.
risk wasting the global silence essentially.
Radiant's bottom tower
Global's
is
down.
under
Newbee
attack.
certainly will look to force the issue. They can
Dire's top tower
more
has
than easily
fallen.
take team fights now at this stage. To one, off the slight net worth lead, and as you can see, just pushing down this tier 2 down bottom. They're not worried about any response at all from LFY. LFY themselves, important up top. Now they're starting to TP
Only
back.
3 of them bottom right now. And with Monet porting in, KP is looking very dead here.
As the all questionable whether that's going to be nearly enough to save him. It is, and will protect him from the Reaper's scythe kill.
Wow, and that's a level.
Radiant's middle
I
tower
think,
has
never mind, he
fallen.
just hit level 12. I was like, that was a level 2 ulti. What? No, it's level 1. So does survive off that. That's on top of the veil too. Still very durable.
Yeah, the hood paying off that. Down. Being less dead is always nice.
Oh, Inflame goes for the knockback, but unable to get it onto Faith, and now he has to retreat a little bit since he doesn't know where Weaver is, and Ember is in the vicinity.
Yeah, Moogy with that full diffusal blade. You got to watch out when you come near this Weaver. Has great potential at kiting up any of these heroes on LFY and having more than enough damage to slowly but surely trickle them down.
Nice and early.
Oh, DDC is almost certainly dead if Newbee decides to go on this, and he will. A couple of punches, and that's DDC gone. Smart move from Inflame though. As soon as that void's used, bam, TP's out. No, there's no other way that he can be held back by Newbee.
Tanks the gank.
This is Newbee finding it. And kill. And LFY unable to do anything in return.
So now the secondary item for Super was that Dragon Lance, but I think the BKB is very needed for them to play around him, because usually when you see these type of like Shadow Fiend picks and stuff, you have some type of that tanky frontliner. They have the Necro, but versus Diffusal, he's not nearly as tanky. So I think even on the Necro could be a BKB choice this game because of how much magic damage Newbee does have to be able to pump out. Even though BKB's, you know,
it's always a sad game, yeah, when you have to do that on the Necro.
Yeah.
KP nearly hitting his, I think, level 12. Overall net worth in terms of the core heroes, it's still favouring LFY, with Monet and Super slightly ahead.
These deep wards from Newbee are really killing it right now. They're seeing all the movement from LFY in the map, seeing the Shadow Fiend farming. They see where Ahfu and DDC are moving through, but LFY's not really looking to get too aggressive yet. They do have a smoke, so they could try to the hero too soon.
Kaka, of course.
Looks like they're about to, and they smoke under vision.
The question is, are Newbee looking to just avoid this, or they try and get in position to fight it?
You can just camp a high ground, or smoke up themselves and try to fight with the Ravage. But LFY quickly making their way up there.
Yeah, they're actually
put a ward down. They might be
going to have the high ground advantage. Yeah, despite the fact that, well, not if they go this way though. This is going to allow Newbee the chance to get a wraparound if they want. But at the moment, yeah, Newbee themselves not smoking up, just sticking together, and LFY, fortunately for themselves, taking the wrong course, will not catch anyone. Newbee just able to avoid it. Yeah, as you say, just grouping up as 5 anyway. Were more than prepared to take the fight if it did get handed to them.
Yeah, Newbee's leading by already a little bit over 3k gold and 2,000 experience.
Oh, now they go for the fight. They time it. They know that the smoke's worn off.
They see
so now will be the time to pounce. They know that they can have the vision advantage around the mid, and straight away Inflame is not about one to open up or make sure there's no bat lasso possible, and the rest of LFY just have to back off. As soon as they lose one at this stage, no way that they can try and tackle a fight with the full 5-man of Newbee.
Excellent warding game by Newbee, allowing that whole situation to turn into their favor. And yeah, the big differential here right now in the game is the supports again, like we talked about the last time that Newbee was playing against LFY earlier today, is Faith, 3,500 net worth, Phoenix, Kaka, 3,800, Ahfu and DDC, 1,900 and 1,600 respectively. So they're definitely getting a good chunk of farm on Newbee. And now with Mech finished up on the tide too, they're quite strong. And LFY reluctant to want to make plays because they don't have the Blink Dagger just yet. Even though they have the global, they don't have a great way to start the fight.
Yours nearly finished a BKB, as you say. Still, what Super's going to be waiting for.
Yeah, halfway to BKB.
I mean, it's so hard for them to fight without the BKB.
Yep.
You got the blink on Inflame.
They can go for some pick-off here. They do see the mid lane, they throw the step off the win.
Yeah, he's going to swoop it over. At least it forces out the ult, but at the same time, with the sort of pace that this game's going, it's not the biggest of worries that Kaka doesn't have it.
I never noticed that. When you click on the egg, it's actually called Phoenix Sun. Like S-U-N. When he's egged and you click the egg, it's called Phoenix Sun. I know he turns into a sun, but I've never actually just clicked on the egg and read the name.
The question is with that ult, why does it go down? Shouldn't it go up? That's my pet peeve there with that. Come on.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're looking to use this blast though. They don't want to go too much on top of it. They actually do have the Necro in the area, but they have follow up here.
He's been healed up by the stun ring. Yeah, there's no way they could kill him. They have nowhere near enough damage to burn through KP.
I thought if the Shadow Fiend was there, maybe.
No, he's turned up a bit too late. He's in a lot of trouble. The silence comes out. They're just going to chase him down with a Moogy Weaver. That's going to be him gone. KP with a Ravage catches all the rest of the 3 of them. I think they're chased out for more. They'll turn. They do get the Reaper's Scythe kill. But Monet is almost going to get a pay with this. This looks like all the boat though. Moves up to dodge it. KP still chasing LFY. Torrent as well. Really nice. Holds back the Ember Spirit. Monet, oh, he's going to get out. great escape there, and it all down to being Ahfu's play. Torrent and the bow bang onto the head of the Ember, making sure that he can't close the gap for the chains combo. He will play with his life though, Ahfu, as he's chased down by Moogy, but he does protect Monet.
That's such a... Going for Tide, right? Like, it's got, the Kraken Shell will definitely proc.
Yes.
And
if you're trying to kill
he already has mech and a hood. And you're right next to a tower. You have to expect that they're going to TP in. Even if it's the Phoenix TPing in there, I think he still gets there in time to save the Tidehunter, even though he was already in position to save it. Yeah, it's super tough, and Super doesn't have BKB, so you see, as soon as he shows up, this hero cannot deal with these two guys. He cannot deal with this.
He has to have that BKB before he even attempts for this.
Yep.
And Monet just very lucky to get away. That regen from the kill. As I say, Ahfu's really sweet little play there. Quick heads up boat. Sccc will use it, but straight away, look, the Torrent, bam, it's there.
Yeah, perfect in the back lines.
Holds back the Ember. No disable then for Monet.
So it looked like Ahfu tried to do a cute trick that I saw in the replay. While the Phoenix was actually Sunraying, trying to heal up the Tidehunter, he ran up and X'd him and instantly X'd him to cancel it. So that's one interaction that they could try to do to cancel those Sunrays.
Top. Flame, yeah, he's going to want to stay hidden here. He is on his own.
Need some rotations coming in from more than likely the Necro ulti to try to take out this Ever Spirit.
Oh, that would be the beautiful.
There is a defensive remnant.
See how quick he is on the fingers, and he's out. And he's
really hard kill, because even if they get like they can't go for the X play because he has the Yule Scepter.
No.
Gold for
very easy for Sccc to get out of it. The majority of situations, in fact. They want it. Torrent will be duped out. Is he going to try and chase even more? Looking to get out there. Have the X marks holding back Faith. Jump forward with the remnants though, as Sccc wants the kill and he'll get it. Takes down the silencer. Can't get anything more though. Inflame already getting out of it. Full pipe now complete for KP. Newbee with one down and LFY. They turn towards the pit. They'll look to secure themselves Roshan with the knowledge that with 4 men, it's hard for LFY. They will have silence to back up when about 10 in it. He does have global silence.
But they don't have the BKB on the SF or the Necro.
Can't get involved.
They can't fight this. No, this is great for Newbee. It's way too difficult. KP is enormous on this Tidehunter.
Oh, he's massive.
Getting close to being one of the highest on his team. He was 8,400 compared to the value of and then they find out
Lost my sea
like an
legs.
easy grab. And they don't look like they're done. They look like they want to keep
There you go. They can dive this. Nothing they're worried about turning up and holding them back. They know that the cores just can't do that at this stage. Super 400 or so away from having that BKB. And every moment he doesn't hurts the team so much because Newbee just get away with whatever they want across the map.
Yep. And Moogy's getting incredibly farmed already now. About to have Lincoln's on top of that defusal. It's only 23 minutes in. So much downtime for them to just be able to get all this 3 to 11, 8,000 gold lead, 10,000 experience lead. And that's going to keep at least the experience is going to keep rising because Kaka, that experience talent, of course, top, playing some trouble here.
Almost got right. Oh!
Just lives.
Was it close?
The stick before the TP, very important.
Monet. Creeps in that BKB will be there for him. We all want the fight once those two cores have it. I mean, if they then get those BKBs and still lose the fight, that's when you're going to be worried for them to all Newbee. His eyes onto Monet. He's going to start playing around, Monet, forcing himself away. He needs help, he needs backup. He's going to get it. Inflame there, quick with the lasso. On for the Dragon Moogy back with a Reaper Cypher as well. That's a nice one, but he does have the Aegis. They at least protect their Necrophos, but they don't get anything more than just the Aegis being taken away from Moogy.
He's got to finish now in Super, but unfortunately at the same time as he gets BKB, they get Aegis, so they have that kind of cushion at the moment for Newbee for where LFY doesn't want to fight, so it's going to prolong it. Even though they have the double BKBs,
they've lost the Aegis now, you know.
Well, yeah, they did lose it, yeah, that's true. So they can actually do it for the fights now with the BKB.
So they could try.
Yeah, there's still the Ravage and everything, but I do think that LFY could go for this with the last one 30 seconds. That's when I was thinking still. Wow, LFY had previously never had less than 5 kills before the 25-minute mark.
Slow game for them.
Super getting engaged on top. He's gonna have to BKB TP out. That's the first BKB usage.
Scary.
Surprising to see them not group up. You know, they know it's not nighttime, but
yeah,
the only thing is that they don't have last, so they didn't have last at the time, so they're just like waiting on that one.
Well, Super was shoving that lane out pretty far and very alone.
Yeah.
So almost to the point where you've got to imagine he was expecting that he would have to BKB TP at some point. It's very unlikely that you can go out that far and expect to walk all the way back home. Mid lane. Why have Ahfu in the tree line, but look at this sweep around from Newbee there.
Newbee on Super right now. This could be a disaster here. They do have the Necro though.
Yeah, he may need to pop it. The Sunray bringing him down low. Holds up at the back end. He's going to jump in, looking for a lasso, but he's used up. Global Silence comes through. Pushing them away. KP is going to be fine. It has the Ravage as well. Now it's LFY. They've got to be careful because Global Silence running off. They've got to run. KP moving into the midst of the wall. He's holding on for the Ravage at the time being because the BKB's out from Monet. Faith gets brought down. They popped the Supernova, but LFY were able to get the distance away from Maul. Still holding on to that Ravage. They've taken down the Kunkka. KP not finding an opportunity to use it by the looks of it. Didn't feel that there was a chance. There was a point where it looked like he could have got multiple heroes. That courier is dying to the creeps. Please move it. But yeah, KP, I guess the BKB came out and he's like, there's no point ravaging if he's not going to get the core. But it seemed a little strange.
I think it's okay to hold it, yeah. Not being able to get the big targets. And I mean, every single time that this happens, they it's like buying time for Newbee, right? Like the BKB gets put on cooldown, the global gets put on cooldown. So they get more and more time and more space to farm up with this Midas and with their dual core lineup of the Weaver and the Ember.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's kind of, I mean, dual core I say, but in KP is so massive that, you know, this type of carries it. That being said though,
try and make a go on him here, but around the shrine, he's going to have backup on his way, and of course, as we say, he still does have the Ravage, so unless he's not really resulting much at all. Now Super, he could be in trouble. He's up against Moogy. Moogy Sccc the way Super already pretty much out of mana and down to half health.
Ahfu's just dead though to the Arcane Rune Ember bottom. So they don't have one of their big teamfight spells on LFY. LFY is getting really split up all over the place, and now bottom lane Super TPs, able to defend. That's Triple C though, going for that Radiance build next. It's already 12k gold lead for them.
Quite a sizable lead as well, yeah, 28 minutes in.
Almost Aghanim's finished on Night Stalker too, so once he gets that, it's going to help a lot versus the Bat Riders so they don't get caught out. I mean, they haven't even been getting caught out yet, but yeah, they have a lot of different ways to deal with that Bat too. As you saw, the Yule Scepter by Sccc. If Inflame blinks in and doesn't grab somebody instantly, it just gets Yuled up, and then, yeah, their initiation is just completely destroyed. Blink going to be next for the Tidehunter. KP versus Phoenix. Blink Dagger is incredibly good. Blink in as soon as he lassos, get the Ravage in the backlines as long as you're not silenced. But he doesn't even have to worry about being silenced anymore because he has Guardian Greaves finished quite a while ago on the Tidehunter too.
Now the effectiveness of this global silence really not felt too strong this game. Grabs him in time. They're not going to get it. And KP, he just walks in and ravages. Kaka finally pops the Supernova. They're trying to bring it down, but they're not going to be able to get hits, and they've got to run now. They've kind of fluffed it here. Sccc just the fly off, uses himself up. They're falling down low. DDC will be the first to drop. They do get the Reaper side kill onto the Ember, but now Super's in trouble. The BKB's already used. He gets beat down by KP. Monet just has the BKB and TP out of there. Will escape. I mean, they kill the Ember Spirit, but again, it costs them 3. And it really just seems sort of desperation from LFY. They keep making these lasso initiations, but they don't get the clean kill.
Yeah, they don't have the damage all the way to do it. Super rough.
We'll see it again.
This is the last game.
This replay from a couple of series ago. There we have it. Just in case you missed that was really capital early.
Kaka going for Shiva's next. They pick up now a gem as well on the side of Newbee. They're trying to get us some catch here with Inflame. No lasso for about 10 more seconds. Chase Ahfu. Oh, gets the X onto KP.
He's tanky. is big. They're going past him. They're still focusing down Kaka on the bird. He's gonna have yours Scepter up in a second, but he's already dead. We'll get the kill. Boat actually gonna be off the mark. KP shoots it off. And yeah, Inflame is going to pay going deep for that Phoenix. He loses his life. Ember still down.
Whoa, Kaka looks like he's giving him a little bit of a... I think he's just a little salty.
That's a BM.
And maybe a little bit. It looks like he's a little bit angry that the Batrider chased him all the way to die. Oh, but that's a lot of gold. Look how much gold.
Oh no, he just dropped the knee dang G gout.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my goodness.
Where's Jack when we need him?
You wouldn't say that with your mother in the room. Some heavy-handed stuff there for Inflame.
Inflame gets 612 gold for that kill. That shows how far behind they really are already. 15,000 gold lead for Newbee. But just like you said, you know, the Silencer Batrider combo just not really seeming to be working out. They're not really able to get the lasso into the global. I think that was like the second lasso that we've seen, maybe the third.
I think so the third, but all of them have been pretty unsuccessful.
Yeah,
in terms of just overall, what's accomplished. Desto now on the beat. This guy is punching. Even when the BKBs are up now, it's going to do a hell of a lot of physical.
Alright, 1-2. Pretty tanky, but he's got a gem.
He is dead. He's got backup. I mean, he's not going to get this.
He's not even hurting him.
It really isn't. He doesn't get the kill. Now that BKB is going to be used, and he's going to be chased down. Supernova's there. KP slowing down this Shadow Fiend. Super will go for the Requiem, but the Ravage comes through, catches loads of them. Reaper Strike is not down, but in fact, with the Yos, he's going to be fine. Sccc, Slider Fist them down. That's 2 down as Moogy's cleaning up with the double kill. Ahfu chasing for more. The Kaku holds him back with the Yul Scepter. Ahfu's gone as well, and another fight when Newbee come flying out on top.
I feel like this game's actually just
18. We're seeing some games like this today. Games that slowly but surely, the difference between the two sides just gets to insane amounts.
I mean, pure rank highway apparently going to will translate, but look at this. With the pipe coming in and then the Guardian Greaves as well on top of the Thunder, dude, look at that. Don't even hurt him. Super tickles with that Hurricane Pike build. No damage, and as soon as the BKB wears off, as we were mentioning multiple times, they just all die without that. I don't see how they take this line up in Newbee. They're way too potent right now. Like, just looking at the net worths of the Phoenix and the Night Stalker, these two have 9k, and you look at the two supports on LFY, 2,000 on each of them. They have a quarter of the net worth of each support of the other team. And Batrider is going to get overtaken by the two Newbee support as well soon. It's really tough. Radiance as well now. Coming out soon on Sccc.
Yeah, they're interesting for me in Flame. He's building Crimson Guard on the map.
Trying to make up. He's just trying to be able to tank the yeah, they.
I mean, what was that?
So tough.
Why did the right click just seem? What have we got on Super? It really just seemed like he was doing nothing. I mean, he doesn't have a damage item.
Yeah, he has no damage item. He has to go BKB this game in order to be able to fight. And they have durable hero. They have a durable Night Stalker. That hero has 19 armor. I mean, it's not like Faith is some 5 hero. No. He's pretty much like he's equivalent to the Batrider. He's equivalent to Inflame. Level 17. There's not none of these supports. I mean, these guys are pretty much not even supports. They've transitioned already in a way. Level 17 and 19 on the two supports on Newbee in comparison to 10 on Kaka, 11 on Silencer. It's getting to disaster territory. If it's actually, it's already been in disaster territory for a bit.
This is a tough going for. And yeah, Kaka really saw. Who was it that played the Kunkka? There was one game where we saw Kunkka do like 3rd highest in net worth.
Lanem.
That was the last. So Lanem did have a real crack of the game, but other games of Kunkka has just been. It's very easy for it to just end up being incredibly underwhelming. Yeah. If you don't have that high impact early, because I think this hero just struggles to sort of catch up in farm finding space to go out and. There you go. Newbee just moving in. They're trying to get the Silencer out of their TDC up to the high ground. They're actually just going to drop the Supernova to get that kill. They kill the Supernova in time. They can KP's trying to have the Ravage. He's saying you can hit it, but I'm only going to Ravage you, so they have to let it be. Supernova explodes. They get a second kill. Both supports once again being taken down on LFY's side. Newbee, they are more than ready to take the high ground. He comes in, gets the 2-man Ravage, Remnant fall from that Sccc. That's going to be Monet down. No buyback on the Necropole.
They just call, yeah.
They have to.
this was...
Radiant's middle
Yeah, they just couldn't get the team to get their combos, honestly, is what it was. They came out of lanes pretty well, right? That the Weaver or the Batrider was doing very well versus the Weaver. But in the grand scheme of things, in order to get money on these supports, on the Kaka and the Silencer, they need to win team fights, and they just got completely destroyed. Yeah, that's rough.
Wow. Very rough. It's the finals as well. Very important series. Winner.
Disruptor? Pretty
Well,
good this match, yeah.
I like seeing Disruptor games.
Alright, guys.
I'm saying AA for LFY. I really like it. They get synergized well with all their heroes.
They already have enough stuns, I guess.
5
LFY banned
seconds
Storm.
remaining.
Storm or...
Ember's banned, right?
Ember
No, Ember's
is
still
in
there,
the pool.
so-
It's
Ember's
like
still there.
Ember games 16 in a row for SCC.
I was gonna. He just picks it every time. So yeah, if they don't want to go against it, they probably should ban it.
I'm down to see one of the spirits.
Yeah.
Spirit Bros coming out here.
I think Storm's scarier, right?
With all these disables, though?
It's not really
Thunder's
like
pretty scary.
It's,
too.
it's
Mm.
Bat Rider's probably the most annoying. Because you have to imagine, like, Earthshaker's just good against everyone.
Yeah.
There's no one like. You heard
Well,
like Doom.
he's not
right?
that great against Clockwork.
That's true.
That's true, but I just mean in terms of like most cores. ES has like instant jump with Echo.
I've seen, as far as I've seen, it's like Super does incredibly well versus the Ember Spirits in every single time. Like every
Yeah,
single time.
Yeah,
really
he's
does.
won like all the.
Even or
Yeah.
winning.
He's done that match, I think, what, twice today.
Yeah.
They won both.
I was surprised at that. It was dominant too.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I think it had to be.
I
think
think
it was-
ran out the Bloodseed.
I think the plan should have been Disruptor, and then AA is the second tier, and then I don't. It's probably not even worth speculating what option 3 is.
Yeah, I think this is fine. I like it. I like what
10
Alpha's got going
seconds
here.
remaining.
Let's see what Newbee responds to the AA though. There's not a
5
crazy amount of
seconds
physical right
remaining.
now for LFY is the one thing. Like DK Mirana are decent, but they take time to get that physical aspect going. But they do have, I mean, they hit all the notches. They've got cash, they've got disable, they've got building hitters.
I said one of the spirits, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
One of 2.
Ember Spirit.
You may now
And it will be
Again.
Ember again.
Yep, Ember.
The same matchup we've seen. We'll see if SCC's Ember's going to be good enough to get on top of the DK.
I'm just gonna watch the mid lane in this game for a while.
Enjoy, guys. Oh, Will has to go first.
Okay.
Newbee. I said in the beginning they were gonna stomp this series. I'm gonna hold to it.
There's never been a PL win, and I'm sticking to it. That hero sucks. I don't care how good Newbee is. Let's go LFY. Come with me, brothers.
All right, that's very, you know, defined. I'll go for Newbee as well.
Oh.
I think I agree with Blitz. Previous game, I thought they had it, and they just let me down. Hope, you know, hope Newbee doesn't let me down. Let me jump ships, because that's what we do. That's what we're allowed to do. Let's find out if indeed LFY is going to get eliminated right now, or if they have a shot again in the third game. If they win this one, they have to win another. Over to ODPixel and Frog.
LFY. Woo!
Thank you very much, and indeed. Game 2 now, LFY versus Newbee. And yeah, as we've been saying, this matchup is going to be very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
DK versus Ember, we've seen it already, and Super comes out on top. This time, it's the SDM. He himself had a few warm-up games today on the Ember Spirit, so let's see if he goes into the
So
action.
Slacks went LFY right now. I heard we'll go for Noob.
The Huma Wang.
I don't know. I don't know. I really like what LFY's got here, but
missing.
Kyle is very good at stalling the game, and they have an Ember PL, these very hard to catch heroes. I don't know. I still really like what LFY's got going here. We'll see what happens though. I think that the Coddle can stall on the Ember, and PL can get pretty out of control. But yeah, PL's been struggling a lot versus these heroes, and they're both gonna build similar to what we saw last time. You know, we were talking about. You know, you look at New's lineup, and it's very magical again. We're probably going to see similar early BKBs into Maelstroms if they're able to get that online. It's going to be decent for them, but let's see how KP does. As
killing
this
touch. Run away, boy.
Oh, the Cog actually hit him. He was trying to throw the arrow as he got hit by the Cog.
30 seconds to battle.
So we should see some dual lanes coming out, and it's Faith playing the Coddle this time around, not Kaka. Kaka is usually the one who plays it on this team. I know Faith has played it several times as well.
It was it Kaka Cottle earlier that got like that ridiculous time on the items?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that game, wasn't it? Yeah.
Faith was playing Clockwork, who also got ridiculous timing on that. Moogy, you know, he has Lance. They're sticking up, getting the sticky stacked up. They're just putting a lot of harassment onto him.
A decent amount.
And they should be able to claim themselves the room here.
Battle begins.
And Kaka's killed Mana Burn, so there is no stun.
Oh! No, yeah, doesn't get it. LFY will be able to take it.
Still 2 for 2. KP and Faith, the Coddle Clockwork combo, pretty potent at pressuring bottom lane. And they know that the Coddle, they know that Mirana has arrow from the way you saw the animation happening.
So I mean, which lane do you think is sort of the most one-sided? Where's the toughest time going to be with these sort of dual lanes? Both teams coming out.
They're pretty. I mean, they're pretty okay, to be honest. Like across the board. I wanted to keep looking at that mid match for the most part because we've seen Super do so well versus every Ember Spirit. I wanted to see if it's going to be the same thing for Sccc. But top lane PL is pretty good versus a Bat Rider, and they have at least the mana burn. But you know, there's a Shaker coming in once they get some levels out on that Bat, and they actually get a beautiful fissure coming out from Ahfu right away.
A few stacks of napalm on.
Yeah, just some nice harassment. Bottom. You know, bottom is an annoying lane because they have that huge spam from the Illuminate, but it's 2 ranged heroes versus the Clockwork, so kpii is going to get heavily harassed in that one.
Yeah, as we saw earlier, chilling touch between the two of them can do quite the work against kpii. Illuminate pushing this wave forward.
I'm just, like I said, I'm going to be looking at mid a lot, but...
Yeah, what are we seeing so far? I mean, already I'm seeing is double CS for people. What's going on?
Doing really well. It's the waves. The waves are still there for Sccc to farm, but he used 1 Breathe Fire and got 3 CS with 1. That was pretty cool. Good to see.
Like then again, sets it up, gets a couple straight up.
He's doing a really good job instantly when Flame Guard gets popped. Or instantly when Breathe Fire gets popped, Sccc does use the Flame Guard to try to put some pressure, but yeah, already super. Doing what he does. Bottom, Newbee is really emphasizing on making sure that kpii does get a good game, though. You see they block the pull camp, and they even get a hard camp pull here, which Monet is actually able to farm. But they're going to make sure that AA is under-leveled in this game and just has to play directly in the lane. They're scouting runes. Super already with the bottle finished up, has an Arcane rune. It's going to be really nice for him to just spam out that Breathe Fire. Ahfu stalking Kaka, but Kaka getting his bounty rune. Getting both of them, actually.
See, I mean, how do you think, if you're playing against Super DK, like, you know what this guy can do, but how do you sort of counter that? Do you send heroes to gank him early on, or do you just have to accept that he's always going to have this sort of solid laning stage?
They don't really have the heroes to gank here, right? Nyx is gonna walk in and do nothing. He doesn't really do too much damage to him, and there's so much mana, there's so much HP regen coming out from the Dragon Blood. It's like, it's just way too difficult to gank that hero.
Quick pause there.
Yep. So they got like pick up a flag.
You're getting some good bounce between these guys there.
Yeah.
How Mian is dropped.
They're buddies.
Yeah. They've got quite a history, at least they're quite some these matchups that they put themselves in time and time again. Very important positions. As far track has been pretty good for Newbee. At this bottom lane, we've got 12 CS on Monet. Yeah, a little further behind that of the PL over on Newbee, so looks like this kpii Faith combo has been able to put at least a little bit of pressure onto the safe lane Mirana. A little behind.
Yeah, they got like that one stop that denied a couple creeps, and Monet wasn't good. I think top lane Ahfu getting a lot of pressure on him, but now they've got the Fissure, they've got the Bat Rat coming in too. And they know Kaka does not have carapace, he's only level 2, they've seen the stun, they've seen the mana burn, they're going for the dive, and they should be able to do it if they want to. Dive up the tower, they are, but the stun comes out.
He gets it out with his dying breath. And that will secure, the trade for Moogy. And it was the first blood, so I guess it is worth it for him. But the fact that Moogy picks up something as well makes it a little sweet for Moogy in return. Yes. Third lane super. Keeping, well, with this wave in mind, pretty much neck and neck with the farm of December.
Yeah, Kaka, after he dies, he TP's mid, fills up Sccc's bottle, so that'll be nice for him, even though Super's been doing a really good job of getting those runes. This time he's going bottom to try to get the rune, but Faith actually found the DD for himself on the old man Coddle. And he's left kpii alone now. kpii able to get some solo experience, but very low on the region department. Mentioning he's a ton of harassment bottom. He's still farming well though, 18 and 4 on the clock.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, thanks to that Coddle's early bit of a hand in. Yeah. Pretty much on par with Monet. Monet has.
just filling each other's bottles. Lovely.
They're coming in as well, just quite a bit of deep push. Super out of Dragon form. More than keen to try and get a bit of pressure onto that tier 1 if you can get the wave pushed out. But yeah, look at this as well behind him. LFY ready to fight with Super. DDC and Ahfu. Fish could expect something that is still level 5 on SPTC.
Oh, he's gonna go down here for sure.
Very, very nice gank.
Timing. Look at
that. Oh, look at his look at that experience. Can we hover over? How many XP was he away?
Ember, you can't see it anymore.
Oh, you can't see it anymore. GG Val. My goodness, he must have been. Looks like less than 10.
That looks like 5 to me.
That looks like a 5 XP short. Yeah, I'd agree on that.
There's a little slit, so you know.
Oh,
that's like literally perfect by LFY on that movement there.
Yeah, now he's got the 6. It'll be harder to do that again. I mean, to be fair, even with that amount of chain stun, he would have had to preemptively remnant because, you know, getting him into the cold feet prop, very hard and a long duration of lockdown.
Yeah, if they do it perfect, they still should be able to, but...
Top lane.
They're going for the dive here. Kaka rotating in, invis. There is a shrine up. Is he going to get it before it? Ah, he's too tanky.
No,
he's still at 260 and he has a raindrop, so he was fine.
Much too risky for him to go for.
Faith now taking the mid lane while Sccc jungles. Maximize.
Let's see if Faith can make his progress as we saw Kaka do earlier on the Keep of the Light. Of course, has CCC on magic build as I've seen most Embers recently. Yep. Definitely the way to do it if you can get those early item timings, especially against heroes like the Dragon Knight with the high armor. To still blow him up with the magical nukes before he gets too tainted.
Monet's not farming that great bottom though, as you were mentioning. Yep. PO's a good chunk ahead in the net worth, getting that return kill, and Monet has not gotten a kill or anything. He's just farming. And they were splitting a lot of dual lane experience with DDC. That's what the pull block that Newbee did was really detrimental toward LFY. So AA wants to get 6 early, but you can't really. And now KP does have 6. He's got the phase boots. He sees an AA. He's got a glance of the AA farming win. That's a freebie if he sees him again.
Yeah, if DDC pokes his head out once more. Super is coming back to mid lane. He made the long walk up top. Maybe see if he can find something. They're leading on to SCCC, but they don't get the cold feet down in time, so he's fine with them out. As you say, KP really wanting to find something. DDC is showing there as he starts to attack the creeps, but KP's already left. He doesn't really want to dive in whilst there's that big old dragon around. Yeah, a little too spooky and not worth it for an AA kill if he gives his life up to Super.
DD on Super.
Yeah.
This will be pretty nice if they can find an engagement with it. But both teams, of course, it's very early. Farming game for a while. Clockwork still kind of try to look for kills anytime that he can inside of the jungle. The thing about Clockwork versus Mirana is it's still a bit scary. Like if you're able to just walk down the Mirana and you get her inside the cogs and you save the hook, then you can follow up after the leap. Kaka getting put mid. All the Ember jungles now, so they get levels on the Nyx Assassin. Desperately needs them on level 4. Getting ideally, what you want is you want the 2 points in the Carapace at least, versus that Bat Rider, so that you can turn and get the stun follow up. Because a single point it's very hard to follow up on a 0.6 second stun. 1.2 though is much more reasonable. Yeah, look at this, Super again. 71 CS at 9 minutes to the 53 on the Ember, and some of those are neutral creeps on that Ember too. He's a killer.
Could it be? Yeah, so we've seen what Newbee sort of the kryptonite for fire, but could the other fire Super Dragon Knight?
He's gonna have what it takes to bring the 500 for the blink.
9.5 minutes.
That's good. It's the ideal catch that they get going to, because if the DDC's level 6, will he be getting on the internet version? That's the catch that you need in order to put the Phantom actually blinks them with the K and go fight the fire in the Ice Vortex quite easily. You see a smoke, they're actually bringing the safe linear. They want to be able to claim that mid tower early. They have Dragon Knight, they're doing Super. Maybe from Blink Dagger, going for more of a 5-man potential build by the full draw.
Oh, okay.
This guy, majority of games, he was going through.
Every single into the he's gone. So once it makes the deep, Yoda Dragon form should be a relatively easy kill. Yeah, if you want to try and hold, I mean, they're pushing the waves back now. And find out around a push. This Dragon Knight. So Newbee do really want to try and put a stop to it, though. They don't want Super to get these quick towers.
The power of the Coddle versus DK. DK pop. You just go in where DK is and
Speedy rune of haste.
The prize is mine.
Eliminates.
Screwing on that CC. He commit. They still have that through. A lot of them are looking to take him down. He get out of back into his tree. Man, that'd just be a that was not worth it. He commits all those remnants for that AA kill, can't get himself out. That's a dead ember.
Well, Ahfu died. He wins himself as well, I think. 2 on 2. Not gonna
He's got something.
that's what he needs for else. So, person about the word on the human faith, which is the items.
KP. So the hook shot at the ready. To hunt down bottom.
Unable to find a use of it just yet.
Yet to, yeah, indeed, find anything that you can jump onto. There are a few hard targets, but the Shaker and the AA obviously being the dreams to find. As of yet, not getting those opportunities.
It's going to be the Shadow Blade instead on the Dragon Knight. I think that might be because I think Monet might be like, I'm not farming the best. I think maybe like the communicating, he's like, I'm not farming the best, we need you to transition a little bit more. We don't want you to have the blink. We already have the Bat Rider that's going to be getting the blink.
Yeah,
so.
Shadow Blade's nice as well as it for that, just the chance of getting that instant stun, whereas the blink stun can obviously be dodged by both the running and the PL.
Get the last off with the drum charge, pulling him back into the arrow, into the ice blast. That is a very dead clockwork. First lasso, very successful. This game, I see the PL, Moogy takes the attack speed. I've been seeing the other Phantom Lancers that we've seen played were taking the Spirit Lance damage, actually.
Faith. Starting to make good progress on the ad. Down bottom. About halfway there at the moment. TP's coming on to mid. Super really wanting this tier 1, but each and every time, the Newbee are there. Looking to hold it. Inflame.
Radiant's top
Two things
tower
came out there.
is
Yeah, they've got the
under
ward there. They knew that he came round. Kaka starts to hunt him out. In fact, Inflame, he's looking to play around with Faith. Gets knocked back though by the blinding light. Kaka toying with the idea of setting up this sort of space that the Inflame was creating, gave the space for a Super to finish off the tower. They do finally claim that tier 1 mid that they're after. And that's even with Newbee having pretty much the full lineup around. But lane Sccc has now got that veil complete.
Newbee takes time. Like you said, their lineup has to stall. They have a PL Ember. Going for later game, but yeah. Set 2. We've seen this matchup before, the Mirana and the DK building those Maelstroms are very good. Maelstrom BKBs versus all this magic damage is quite strong, and we'll probably see the 4 staffs coming out hopefully pretty early on at least one of their heroes to be able to deal with that clockwork hook shot, be it the Shaker or the AA, but they're quite broke.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still working for that diffuser.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, just incredible. Super DK being as far ahead as he is at 7k net worth.
I like the difference how we see the Keep It Alight played as well. Like this one and the last game where Kaka and Faith are playing it, they go straight for the Aghanim's Rush, you know?
Yes.
I watched GH and I watched a bunch of those replays from TI and a bunch of replays from when he played the Coddle earlier in that he like literally never rushes it. He always gets the 4-step first. And then he goes back to the Aghanim's, and it's usually between like a 24 and 28 minute timing that he gets it. But you know, that's different play styles for different teams.
Yeah, and I guess different regions as well.
Yeah.
Again, going back to the whole way that these Chinese games are played out, there's a lot less chaos early on.
Yeah, oh, they find forfeit. Commit the echo. The pace of the game wants to just get as much gold as possible. Doesn't matter if we expend multiple ultis.
Kaka's got his eyes on Super. Does have backup.
Got this deep ward again. This very popular ward that I've seen from Newbee every single game they've played, actually.
They really want this.
He's got a shadow. I mean, do they have reveal? Stand up.
There's backup coming in. But they're going to need a hell lot more than just backup, with Super getting blown up there by Sccc, going in with a Remnant Burst. Quickly getting themselves out. There's Moonlight Shadows. Inflame tries to chase down. We'll see what he can get, but Spike Carapace holds the back, and in fact Sccc just straight up turns. Looks towards Monet. Monet trying to get himself out, but the stuns are there. Beaten down by the PL Illusions. Monet's gone as well. Newbee clean up both cores of LFY.
Look at that, where that fight is picked. That is
so deep.
Crazy by Newbee, but such a well-executed play. And all the games I've seen them play, even when they don't like take the mid tower, as soon as they take the safe lane tower, and it's like between that 10 and 20-minute mark, they get this deep ward down, and they get a deep ward behind the enemy tier 1 top, and I feel like they get so much information out of this. Always trying to get the pick outs. It's really impressive to see. It actually seems to happen every single game they play.
And look at that now that KP has Hood on the clock. It's going to be quite hard to deal with him on the front lines once he goes in. No longer sort of a hero that you can just knock out the way after he jumps forward.
Yeah, lots of magic from LFY. Early game, until they start getting their items picked up. But Monet is getting pretty close to that Diffusal Blade, and like we said, queues up the BKB next. I'm imagining we'll see the Super do the same thing. He has Silver Shadow Blade finished, and probably going to go for that BKB as well.
Could be in trouble. Well, he has got a hook shot. Moogie's there with him. There's the last note, dragging him back. They should have the chain locked down to take him out. Even with the hood, he's not going to survive for this one. Ice Blast flies across. Inflame will take the kill. KP down. Enough white. And the jump potential they now have with that blink on the back.
Manageable gold for Coddle Aghanims.
Moogy gets a freebie. DDC and the River caught out on warding trip.
Yep.
Going to put Moogy very close to having the boost of travel to as well. Yeah. Very early on. Aghanims just 770 got away for this. Keep the light top lane. Monet. He leaps. He's trying to get out past the tower. They don't get the chains grab.
The arrow catches Sccc.
Oh, he's getting knocked back as well. Can they actually kill him? He's still got one remnant. We'll jump back. Inflame popping the drums. 3 stacks on Sccc. In fact, it's going to get taken down. Nice play there from Inflame to continue with the chase. They'll turn towards more. Kaka caught out with the stun from Super. This time it's LFY claiming 2. The rest of Newbee having to retreat. And very nice now. They've started to dive pretty deep there for as he get back behind that tier 1. And that cute little turnaround and arrow set up for a very tasty couple of kills for LFY.
I feel especially without KP there, that's a very hard gank to kind of do is when you're going that deep. Oh, coming out. Looks like going with Ahfu bottom. They've got Echo Slam. They look like they know something. I think he faded entirely when he walked in because they started pinging him right away. Or who did they see? They must have seen somebody.
Yeah, they must have.
They knew something was up. I don't know if he solo kills him there anyway, but it's like I guess with the AA blast, it could be a possibility under a big creep wave if it was large enough.
Yeah, you're right. They would have needed that AA. Yeah.
Still would have been pretty close. It's 1200 HP on the PL. The mess. No, he probably would have gotten him with the AA blast. Okay, cool. But they do catch it, and now Moonlight Shadow is on cooldown for the time being, and Super.
How's he doing?
Has cooldown on the ultimate for now, but like we said, they're gonna build those BKBs because Newbee's lineup is all magical damage, and he's got an Arcane Rune popped up right now. And should synergize with his ulti.
He's gonna get into. It's gonna be close actually.
It's gonna be close, yeah.
I think it will wear out before, isn't it? Oh.
No, I think it's gonna be fine because I think it's 50 seconds, right? Arcane Rune lasts 50 seconds.
Did he get nerfed? No, I think you're.
I'm right. I'm good. He's gonna have it up. Good. If he pops it right away, he'll be good. Ahfu.
Oh, slam.
It actually gets Carapace.
Yeah, straight up. Kaka was prepared for that one, and that's going to be a dead shaker. And you see on the way out.
They've got the lags.
This chase here as well. Moogy gets DC. That'll be another. 2 for them there.
They don't want to.
I'm trying to watch that, but did Moogy do that key thing there where he gets the free Phantom Rush on the air?
I didn't get to see.
I'm watching you, Moogy.
So he didn't even use, Super didn't actually use the ulti with the Arcane. There's no power. The top lane, they actually get the stun, they get the follow-up as well on Inflame. They have him getting battery assaulted up, but Kaka gonna fill this up.
Indeed, getting another quarter down. Use the support. You're a place to push down this tier 1 top. Yushini. Now, is he calling out the PL for being sneaky? Look it up. What does Yushini mean? second. We're doing some Google Translate here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, just...
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
The Nidang G-Gout.
Dire's
Put it in, put it in.
At that one, apparently they said that one means like your skill level is very high or higher than...
I want to see what the Yushi Ni means. I want to see if it's some top tier flame. You are Ni. Okay.
You again.
You again. There we go. That sounds right. Bottom lane, straight up. Super being gone on turns with a stun. They get the arrow onto the turns and they will take down Kaka. Can't Newbee finish off Super well. The BL illusion surrounding him. There's to be in a lot of trouble. Rim forward. They bring down the big old dragon. Again, Kaka the sacrificial lamb, but Newbee are fine with this trade. A big kill. LFY still sort of hanging around the neighborhood. But they should want to back off. KP doesn't have hookshot. LFY will retreat. So let's back out.
3k gold lead for Newbee. That's the, again, the support part. I mean, this time it's the Coddle being really farmed up, but Clockwork is a bit hindered, of course, this time on Newbee. Where you see the Bat Rider at 7,000 net worth, Clock's only at 5,800. And the big timings for LFY, as we keep mentioning, is those kpis, because then the fights become super hard for Newbee to actually take whenever those pop up. Blood Mail almost finished up on Clockwork.
Players here.
And it looks like it is going to be the next build. Next item is going to be the Radiance on Sccc.
Radiant's bottom tower
Which
is
is
under
all
attack.
magic damage, but Radiance stop the blinks is very nice for taking the Bat Rider.
There you go. Straight up, come on to the... Whoa, Echo as well. Don't know if that was necessary, but a bit of BM goes past him. And we'll lose that, though. Once again, I mean, Kaka, he keeps dying, but seemingly every time he dies, someone else dies. Bottom lane Sccc was getting caught over, but Super's in quick with the stun. Doesn't matter, still had a defensive remnant. He is out of there. KP mid lane has the hook shot available if he sees a chance to go, and there it is. Beautiful reach right across the lane, looking for Ahfu, traps him in the cox. There's no escape with the Shaker. He is gone, and in fact, Moogy may be prepared to fight for more. Cooper's turned up though with the other dragon form. Does get the stun off. Moogy being brought down low.
The blinding light, they were actually missing an attack there on him. But yeah, that was the first reveal of Ahfu's Blink Dagger. He just picked it up and they get the Nyx assassin. But
Radiant's
response
middle
quickly.
tower is under attack.
It's nighttime during all this too, so they were trying to pick fights as best as they could. And in about a minute, it's going to be daytime, and that's where Newbee shines, of course, with that Coddle Aghanims.
$2,700 towards the relic on Sccc Zemba.
The one glorious thing, I guess, that LFY also is like, you know, we keep saying there's not a crazy amount of physical damage on Newbee, which means they can't really go for any type of Roshan plays. While on the other way around, LFY, if they get like a big fight, they can definitely go in it with their physical damage cores. But they have to get a couple kills though, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They can't just take it head on at the moment.
Yeah. Kaka, invis up, just looking around, getting some information for his team.
Just at the Ember slightly close, but...
Yeah, throw some harassment. It's not an mana burn.
Monet.
I'll take that.
Still a recipe short. That BKB. Desperate needs, especially with KP having that blade mail. Much bigger of an issue now in these team fights. This clock on the front lines.
Yeah, they just have to deal to get this stable. But yeah, it's all the damage. Newbee is magical. Very close to those BKBs though. Yep, Super's gonna have it done any moment now. He's looking to try to catch the... Yeah, they're pinging out one of them, but going down China Inflame. Gets mana leaked up.
That was cute. Yeah, the drain into the blind light backwards, blocking the stun, and setting up for KP's easy hook shot. Very nice play there from Faith.
Mana leak.
Yeah.
Absurd spell. And now daytime. Instant smoke up. They're looking to do something with it. And it's an Arcane Rune bottom. Lovely. Do they leave that one for Sccc? They do. And as soon as it gets picked up, though, that will reveal that they are smoked. And I think that LFY has a feeling this is happening
that's the
anyway.
big one, Super.
Yep, they see
He would be
Sccc.
smaller. They're gonna go. He's got that movement speed from the Vortex, but straight down. They get the chains connections. People will put the BKB turn around with the Ice Blast again. Poor old Kaka. He dies every single fight.
Oh, the Remnant SD Blink Echoes. Are you kidding me? That
must have been a fraction of a second there. Sccc gets himself out. The rest of the team in a bit of a spot ball. They do lose the Keeper of the Light. Moogy does get brought in. See if Newbee want to fight. Now they'll back off. Yeah, that dodge there. That was so perfect. Instant reaction there from Sccc.
Would have definitely been dead if that hit him. The chain stun plus the follow-up would have been there. Even though they had already used their stuns, I believe, from everyone else. The damage.
We have to see a slow-mo replay of that, but that was quite something there from it. Here we go. We got it. Here we go. Look at this.
Did they catch a glimpse of him?
Oh!
Yeah, that was...
My goodness. That was so close. Was it... Oh, it's literally the same frame.
But they catch him top. Oh my god, no. And he said it's right.
Sccc.
Oh, the A blast though?
Oh,
he's fine.
He's fine. This man, he's had a great ember today, and this game looks to be no exception.
Top lane with the Shadow Blade, that's how they got the stun initially on him.
Newbee on the hunt once more. Kaka, KP, and Faith smoked up, ready to go.
Yeah, they still got 2 more minutes on day.
Let's see what they can get. Mid lane's big focus. KP, ready, bam, straight into the Iceborne. DDC is gone. They're able to push back Super. Super, is he there? Oh, he's standing still. Doesn't want to lose his mana now. Pots the BKB. Have to just try and sneak away. BKB charge being forced out.
Inflame.
Oh, that regen rune. It looks so tasty. He may be in trouble. They get the Fisher and the Arrow though down onto KP. KP starting to walk it off. Bear Hood doesn't really care too much about the match, but they're throwing out. Sccc gets the root onto Inflame. Mana leak as well. Can be allowed to close the gap. They've got the Moonlight Shadow. He's been chained up though. He comes out from Ahfu, disconnected to all 3, but they've already lost Inflame. Now LFY trying to turn. BKB's pop by Monet, jumps forward with the burst, bringing Sccc down low. He chucks out one remnant, will jump away. Ice Blast. Oh, is he going to get him? No, Sccc gets taken out with the right clicks from Monet. Big kill there to eliminate the Ember Spirit.
Had to use several diffusal charges to get it, but more than worth it. And first BKB charge shown. So both BKBs are finished on those cars, and Triple C does finish up the rating. It's at a nice timing.
27 minutes in, yeah, to get that as he went down.
Yeah, 3 diffusal charges there to get that kill.
Still overall though, maybe do have that very slight lead. Sccc, they have had bigger leads.
They've got a big experience lead though.
Oh, sure, yeah. Actually, yeah. Coming up to 10k. Yeah, just, is it again sort of just the difference between the supports, I imagine?
Mostly, yeah.
How much they're actually able to get from the tank?
Well, I mean, the Coddle specifically is level 16. That's pretty absurd.
Not have his BKB again, he is gone. You catch him out.
The daytime, just being able to bring their heroes in all the time with recall, they're always able to outnumber. And Moogy, I think that time he used the thing, he definitely used the Phantom Rush there. I saw him use it on a creep, and I saw him run up and Quelling Blade a random tree, so I'm pretty sure he used the Phantom Rush trick right there.
It's a feature.
It's a feature.
We have things up to 2. Life is now complete. They will have a little bit against me, but overall the lineup getting further and further ahead with each of these kills, especially on the big cores. Sccc with double damage ready for the next engagement.
It is nighttime, so this is where they can try to make some plays happen. They really want to just farm up those Maelstorms to be able to push out waves better, and also eventually be able to deal with the PL if he ever gets to the point where he's super farmed. They put a sentry down. They do see Kaka. In some trouble here. Yep, they get the last out, and he is super dead. Bye-bye.
Walking out of this one.
Yep. Good map awareness by a little while. But that is the 5. Not so mad. That's for the kill.
Yeah, where's Super going next with his build, do you think? He's got a lot of money in the bank, 2.5k.
It's got to be the Maelstrom, right? Maybe he goes for the blink still to get the catch, but I think it's got to be the Maelstrom.
Ooh, they head into the Roche, but it gets rocketed at the same time.
Gonna be Illuminate starting to get thrown in.
Very risky for LFY. I don't know if they can take this.
Yeah, blinding blade, Illuminate, really slow this down. But they get the jump.
They do. That Echo Snap straight up on OSD. Oh no! That force off is going to save him? No. He still gets taken down. Ooh, if that force from Faith had kept him alive, that would have been pretty damn high.
But that was double BKB's expanded.
That hook's on him, grabbing the Shaker over the other side of the map, but it doesn't clip. Now, moving forward with the Ice Blast onto KP. KP's in trouble. He's in the fire, he's in the flames, he's gone. 2 down on Newbee. Moogy turning up. Can he actually get any clean up? They are relatively low on LFY, low on mana as well. Kaka with the stun, Spike Carapace at the mana leak onto Super. Super's still tanky though. He could try and walk this one out. Kaka's looking for the stun. We'll find the connection. They actually have the damage though to bring him down. Slowly but surely with Moogy coming back in, they should. Fisher will hold him for a little bit of time. It's not enough to save the DK. He's got, oh, Moogy.
Look at Moogy go.
Was that being sneaky again? I don't know. But either way, I mean,
I don't think so that time.
That was a legit Phantom Rush, was it?
Well, it looked a bit far, actually. That did look a bit far.
I mean, I guess the thing is, if he's doing it or not, it's like, without it, Newbee would definitely be where they are this point.
Yeah. So
you can't really blame it.
So yeah, he does go for the blink. I was like, maybe he does want that instant catch still, because it's really only depending on Ahfu right now. Because they know that eventually Newbee's going to be picking up a gem, which I think they just did. But they've also been doing a really good job of keeping sentries down, because it's not just the DK, it's also the Mirana ult that they have to be worrying about. So having several amounts of reveal is important. Now, yeah, he's got the instant disable. So not only Ahfu has to worry about getting those perfect echo slams, as we've seen Sccc is pretty quick on the fingers. Slight little hiccup though to net worth and experience, but still continuing to go in Newbee's favor. Oh, and sorry, I guess we didn't really talk about the Phantom Rush trick entirely, so we'll just explain that real quick. It's when you get Phantom Rush, as soon as you start their charge off, you shift Q your Quelling Blade or a Tango on a tree, and it continues it for full 5 seconds all the way to the tree that you target. Sorry, I thought we had actually explained it. I mean, people have just jumped into. There you go.
Well, does it have to be to the tree? I thought you do it and then it just like makes it, because you've not reached your target, you have the buff and you can run anyway.
To the tree or to the Tango, yeah.
Oh.
I was watching Ice do it yesterday. Yeah. But I don't know the whole entire, I don't know every trick with it. That's just what I watched Ice abusing yesterday, and also in the game that we saw yesterday versus Newbee, actually.
Well, it's not abuse if it's in the game.
Sorry guys, I guess we should have explained at the start.
I thought Twitch knew everything. Come on guys, you should know this.
Coming up.
Just step it up.
It is daytime, but they've got that blink and they've got themselves a gem as well on Super to go for that catch.
Here we go, Kaka though.
He actually Super gets fogged for a second. He's unable to get the catch, and that's Elder Dragon form.
Really wants to use it. He wants to get something done with it. He's looking to chase KP.
That's very far now.
Yeah, he's got to hold it back. He's got to just accept the loss and say, well, he's not going to use Elder Dragon form for too much this time, as they do have to back away. Very good disengage from Newbee. Well, I say that Kaka actually turn around with this. Just the stun on DDC. Goodbye. Newbee get more? Nah, a little too far away. Super. Shadow blading out. Will escape. But that is an AA down. Don't have to worry about the other.
Yeah, I think you're going to actually move with it. Moogie's actually using it non-stop. Yeah, I just saw him doing it.
Yeah, because I think when
you can start moving with it, you're right.
It's literally, so when you right click on something, when you legitimately get it, you just try and Quelling Blade something, and
then you have the buff. Yeah, I just saw him do it that time again. He's really using it a lot though to traverse the landscape.
Nothing wrong here. Oh, it's wrong. It's always interesting when these sort of things are found out. It's like, how long's it been in the game? If you go back and watch it, pick up the other points. You know, there has been a surprise in PL. Is it because within
Super? That's the table though.
Oh, hello, that's the DK, isn't it? BKB, but he's taken a lot of punch.
Kaka into the arrow.
He took the carapace off the KP, he follows through. Straight in, was the Mirage. Super sneaks away with the celebrate. Ahfu in the pit. Right, Slam takes down the Nyx assassin, but now Ahfu pays with his life. Ahfu's gone. Monet moving forward with Inflame, who gets the lasso off onto the Keeper of the Light. That's 2 dead on Newbee. But overall, Moogy and Sccc still alive. They can clear out the jump on the side. They take 3 kills. They will get Rose out. It's just picked up by Sccc. They do find the arrow, but they have to disengage and get out of it. Jump forward. Trying to chase. Moogy's in the trees.
They might be able to get Monet here. He's actually... See? Going in, he's got Radiance. The damage coming out though, the arrow off the mark. Sccc got another slap.
He wants to do it. Sccc don't get too ahead of it, Rudy. That's got that ages.
Moogie's here though to play as well with the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, straight in he goes. Sccc in his way out because he's in with the bam! A bit damage with it. That's not enough to bring down KP. Overall though, they've lost Super again on the DK. Moogy forcing Flame back up to the base. Moogy doppelganger. Inflame trying to come in. The Fisher. Can they actually finish this one off? Moogy still very, very tanky with that half.
His jam. He gets the jam. Moogy though not committing on him.
is under
Oh,
attack.
he's going to rescue the. He's going to get.
Rescued
He
the
rescued the gem. Ahfu. Very nice. Little gem recovery, but overall still 11k gold lead for Newbee. Continues to build up. KP with the full pipe.
They've got such a big lead. 11k and almost 15k. 11k gold lead for Newbee. 15k experience. China Monet in some trouble. I'm just watching Moogy. He's using it so much. That was normal.
That was normal. That was no. I'm gonna watch this one. Let's see.
He's been doing it a lot.
I'm gonna catch him out doing it again. We're gonna have video evidence. I'm just gonna tell you I'm gonna make it ready.
This is a grand finals, dude. You use what you can.
I mean, yeah, it's and as we we still mentioned, but is it really that game breaking? I feel like this is a game where
they're winning.
It's not like they're winning because of that at all. This is Newbee winning because they're Newbee and they're playing against LFY, and for some reason LFY seems to struggle very much against Newbee.
Scan comes out, does catch LFY. They've got the BKBs ready. Off cooldown at the moment. Ahfu awaiting. It is nighttime too. And like we said, they did recover their gem, thankfully. They had lost it in that last engagement. PL and Ember Spirit approaching that level 25 factor where they increase in critical mass by quite a lot.
Oh, Inflame. He's looking for some action, but the Spike Carapace catches him out. Oh, that hook shot. Somehow missed his action. As he does get himself back down off the cliff.
Super committed Dragon Form again.
Oh, and that
they do want to start the
sort of
fight
held
somehow.
him back a little bit. He really wants to try and jump in onto someone. But here we go. They're going in immediately onto Inflame on the left. Super would come forward. Does manage to find the next assassin. BKB's out as well. Moogy now turns his attention towards Super. Now that his BKB's worn off on the Dragon Knight, he's rooted up as well by Sccc. Ahfu trying to throw a Fisher out to help out his Dragon, but that's Super falling though. Should drop here as he gets surrounded by the PL illusions. Rooted up once again by Sccc. KP chasing down DDC. Clamps him down with the spanner. That is going to be 2 dead again for LFY. Newbee consistently coming out on top of each of these fights. 14k gold lead maintained.
Man, it is looking tough now for them. They've got them for the Marona, but they are banning their BKBs on the side of LFY. Take a look at the BKs. Let's look at Maranas as well. 5 seconds. And that is going to make this fight so hard when these PLs Ember are so loose in these fights. The force that's coming out as well. We talk about so much how good China is with their forces. They have 2 of them built up and they've been executing them very nicely to save their bodies. I'm spotted out by the rock. But Newbee, content with what has been going on, they're going to back up and chill for a moment until the daytime once again.
Jackpot.
KP just working on the act.
Inflame really needs a BKB. He's been trying to build for a while on the Rider, but every time he goes in, this is it's the kryptonite. You're playing versus Nyx Assassin. It's super difficult to do anything versus them. You're always going to get Carapace. You're almost always going to get locked down. And versus Ember too. Like as soon as you blink in, he just clicks, chains and you're rooted in place. Wait, out.
Yeah, they've been playing. KP is sort of that he's there. We'll be fine.
They were pinging on the creeps. It looks like Kaka and KP will honestly not on the creep will catch him, and I think he'd already expended it on Esther. Yeah, it's on cooldown. But now he has a full Arcane.
Rich Chamber.
He has an Arcane rune.
Yeah.
Oh boy, and 25 for that cooldown reduction. Once he hits 25 as well, oh boy. This could be a very painful upcoming team fight. They're going to be fighting. They're going to be able to tap out of LFY.
Dragon Ball wants to jumps in. Look at the Nyx Assassin, but he's knocked away. Crackers will survive. From Inflame. Finds the ladder though. The damage. Arrow does follow through. Popping it as well. Allows them to take down KP. Peak for 70. But look at this. Sccc very aggressive with the chains, forcing LFY back. LFY do get the kill though this time, and they don't lose anything else. They do commit so much for again these. I guess at this point with the BKBs as low as they are, it doesn't really matter the usage of the BKBs, but it's the able to drag off use, and that is a timing that KP will be very happy to try and put around if they can. It'll pick off that if I could get. It means I'll slows down the momentum of Newbee just a little bit. All of those defenses.
Ahfu is really struggling to find the Echo Slam positionings in this. It's just such chaotic team fights. The Coddle Blasts are flying in, there's so many illusions. Like we said, the Ember are so elusive. It's just looking really good for him. He's even building a kpii on the Shaker himself. And it's daytime. You see, Newbee plays those two off the map hundreds. They know that there's a gem on the sides of left Y. They don't want to get countered at all. Smoking out. You know, let's recall and they're both the PO and the Ember Spirit have bots anyway, so they can join the fights at a single moment. And there's also a bot versus the slight what does have.
That's okay. So come and drop it in close. Split LFY up. Ice Blast flying through and connect onto endpoint. Hello. Playing very crisp. Again with the cane. Get caught out by Lasso. Starting to drag him back in flame. Can he set up for something big? No. Sccc still has run it. Gets out to force pop the BKB. Fissured. Arrow off the mark.
No, surprising to not see Ahfu. We just spoke a bit there. I think he was just going to blow Echo and just go all in on that guy, but only just stands and waiting a little bit, just waiting for an opportunity. I think he's looking he needs bigger than a 1 minute on fights.
Yes, he can just constantly pattern change, keeping LFY back. Teasing them, making them pop unnecessary KP. He just goes straight into the base, looking for Ahfu, making sure that the Shaker can't do anything for these fights. He's trying to get away, the illusions beating down. Can he actually escape the illusions? Falling low? No! The Spiralized comes through, that's Ahfu down. Does have fire back, he's dead for 50 seconds. Bringing Monet very, very low. Sccc, but it's been good to make it up. He's going to be more than fine. Cruises in on the back now, takes down for a few seconds. Gets down, he's gone as well. Buyback snap comes through after back in the fight. Kaka left behind will be the first casualty of Newbee. The rest of the team back away. They're more than happy with what they've got out of them there. 2 buybacks from LFY, taking the tier 3 tower as well. Slowly but surely closing the game out. 23k net worth for the side of Newbee. And they're not done yet, they're ready to go back in again. DDC coming too far forward, gets forced back once, but KP's there with the cut off. Comes in with the hook shot. That's going to be one out. He jumps for it. Oh, it is, but the damage is just as minimal there with the amount of magic resistance these guys have. It hit a fair few of them, but it only just tickled them.
Yeah, they've got pipe on the, it wasn't, you know, not the activatable, but the 10% increased magic resistance from the pipe on everybody. And Ahfu did not have Fissure to follow up, so he used it initially. Now he's getting gone on by
Sccc. He's just playing around with him on the back lines here. Ahfu, can he get away? Ooh, he managed to save him. All the Spiralized. Oh, it's close, but Ahfu will survive. Lives to see another day. Newbee, after taking the racks, they'll just get out of there. Oh, and it's the Dagon time for Sccc. That's how confident he feels. Time to pick up that Dagon.
He's going for the Dagon 5 build. I mean, he's got the cooldown reduction, and he knows that their BKBs are getting low. Like, these supports, he can just go in. If he just gets a root, if he just flight chains the AA and Dagons him, dead. In every single one of these situations.
What's he got? A level 2 Dagon.
Yep.
Level 2 Dagon.
Even Earthshaker can die super easy to that, and with the BKBs ticking down more and more on the side of the Mirana and the Dragon Knight, even Mirana's pretty susceptible. Only 1890 HP.
Dagon Ember coming to a pub near you soon. Sccc made it cool.
I think they're feeling pretty secured in this game too.
Yeah, this kind of lead we've seen it time and time again happen today. And in none of those instances has it been turned around at this point. This is just almost over. Newbee steps away from qualifying for the Dream League, ROG Dream League Major. One step up from LFY could mean the end of their run here.
It's nighttime for 3 more minutes, but Newbee does not seem to care. They don't seem to need it at all anymore either.
Looking for the cut-off, but they jump in. Super possibly KP looks for Kaka. Heals is off though, buys some time. KP hook shots in with the blade mail, Cogs to block him off.
Super tight.
Absolutely, he's out of mana, getting chain stunned up as well. KP being forced down to the low ground. He's going to be fine. Monet not going to get away. Slider Fist finishes him off, and GG is called. Ladies and gentlemen, Newbee will be the Chinese qualifiers for the ROG Dream League Major. They've got their spot secured. And LFY left shaking their heads and wondering, how do they beat this team? They just can't do it.
I don't know. Newbee playing incredibly well. Yeah. Just this time, Faith with the getting super early Agnums on the Coddle. They got so much map control, being able to split push the lanes constantly, and